how did you manage to turn that around across your life's yogic journey, to turn that complaining, outside projecting, pointing fingers attitude? Did you find ever a way how to turn that into gratitude? Because this is what the masters would occasionally recommend. Be thankful for the challenge, because we can grow with every challenge. It's just an opportunity, an invitation to practice more detachment. I'm so thankful for that difficulty. How did that ever turn around in your path, if at all?
I think in the years that followed, I have more and more deeper and deeper realization over one of the limbs of the Ashtanga, which is number 5, which is Pratyahara.
On the eightfold path,
Yes.
8 limbs of yoga by Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the Yama Niyama, virtues and ethics, asana, the posture practice, then the pranayama, the breath work, bringing the energies into flow, and then you're referring to the 5th one, Pratyahara, the internalization. The metaphor is the turtle pulling its limbs within, withdrawing, sensual withdrawal, internalization. How does that relate to gratitude?
Because initially, as with many other people, we always think Pratyahara is about, it's a little bit about the analogy of those monkeys that will cover the eyes, cover the ears, cover the mouth, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and then have no fun. And that's when we say turning the attention inwards, right? And we literally have a mudra that is just like that, don't we?
Sanmukhi mudra.
Shanmukhi mudra, which is the closing of your 6 gates, which is literally recreating what those monkeys are doing.
But all at once, not 3 pictures, but all at once. Use all your fingers to plug all the holes. Exactly,
So as a kind of prerequisite towards the inner rungs of the 8 limbs.
True.
Or as a kind of a turning point from the outside external practices to the internal practices, and like a kind of prerequisite for that.
True.
And so
maybe I can briefly just explain there. The 5 first limbs, which we just mentioned, are the outer limbs, and the last 3 additional limbs are the inner limbs, the Bahya Anga, Anta Anga. So the last 3 are concentration, meditation, and samadhi. So we go really deeper inside, internalize in that introspection, interoception, concentration, meditation, and then the altered states of consciousness, the universal awareness of samadhi, that requires turning around, our usual attention going outward, and then we close the sense gates and internalize, as a preparation in a way to go in,
Yes, and then you just did it. You so beautifully used the word introspection along as a synonym for Pratyahara. Right?
Yes.
Whereas for me, all this while, I understood Pratyahara to be wear some earplugs, put a blindfold on, go to a quiet place, and then just block everything out and then try to just meditate.
Sure.
So that's such a different, initially such a different idea, such a big misunderstanding of what Pratyahara is supposed to be.
Exactly, because it's not an inhibition in the sense of blocking, plugging the ears or blocking the eyes, but it's actually about the turning around of our awareness.
Yes.
With a famous saying, where the mind goes, the energy flows. And usually we externalize all the noise around, and then we point the fingers in this projection. Oh, you're so noisy, and if only you would be quiet, then I could meditate. But that's an externalizing. But if we see actually the projection, always when we point the finger at somebody, there's at least 3 fingers pointing back at ourselves as an invitation, as a reminder. No, look within. Don't externalize, but internalize. And then we don't need to plug it. It's just our intention where we are looking, where we are blaming, or at least where we are maybe even finding the beneficial aspects. So internalizing, sensual withdrawal, not sensual inhibition, blocking. An important nuance, which in the beginning on the path we don't really understand, but we sometimes need to learn the hard way with such lessons.
Yes, that was what the assistant teacher was trying to tell me so hard. But, of course, if I'm not ready, I'm just going to get really mad at him. So. But I trusted the process, though. I lasted a few more days. And then, something magical happened. This real understanding of Pratyahara that there are all these things going on outside, but then just as important as being fixated on all the objects
Yes.
of your perception,
Yes.
but then also important to know about the subject, the one that is witnessing the objects. And this thing was not something that I just sat down and worked out like mathematics, but it's just something that literally just lands on you just like that one day.